Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, cookies and computers don't mix. And then fire shoot out. The I in Voip stands for Internet. Woes in the woods. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Cookies and computers don't mix. Obligatory first-time poster and not actually employed in IT. But this is indeed a tale of tech support, and so it shall go in TFTS. Also might be a bit wordy for a simple thing, but that's just how my brain works. The other day, I'm chatting with a few friends on Discord and finishing up my lunch, when I get a ping from a Discord thread. I go over and look, and lo and behold, it's a friend asking for tech support. The problem: her computer won't turn on due to the cooling fan not working, and she's got a class in an hour. I'm still free for a little while, and she seems a bit worried, so I go ahead into a Discord call. Side note, I've told her I'm writing this story and she says there's one condition: I have to call her laptop Cheryl. So from now on Cheryl refers to the laptop. First thing, of course, is just try turning on Cheryl again. Cooling fan still isn't working. You might criticize the jump here, but I had a feeling something was blocking the fan, and I tell her we'll need to take the laptop apart. I guide her through taking out the battery, and immediately we get an indication of the problem. There is a fine layer of white powder under the battery. This immediately triggered a memory of about 6 months ago. She enjoys baking and often brings Cheryl onto video calls while baking. She sets Cheryl often not that far in front of her, and uses her messy fingers to type. All of this I have warned her against in the past, to no avail. This specific time, however, she left a pile of flour next to the intake fan. Somehow this took 6+ months to finally build enough flour to bring that fan to a stop. Alright, so we get to the fan and it's clearly stopped up with flour. I suggest taking the fan out and using some compressed air to blow out the flour. The fan needs a lot more effort than we have time to get it out, it turns out. The next suggestion I have is to try using a brush of some kind to get the flour out. She grabs a small paintbrush and goes in and cleans it. I watch her brush out this fan for about 3 to 4 minutes, pulling out impressive amounts of flour every time. Finally, it's done. Cheryl boots, and everything is right with the world again, right as the clock strikes the hour. Before she went to her class, she tells me, "Where's the noise?" I'm fearing a speaker got disconnected or something. Before realizing that she was referring to the fan noise. The next day, she joins a video call. She's in her kitchen, baking 150 cookies, with the computer in the same position as before. Sigh. I guess some people never change. And then fire shoot out. This occurred in 2000. Customer was a chiropractor who, against our strongest recommendation, purchased an e-machine which was about the lowest budget machine you could get. Proprietary power supply, cramped layout, minimal expansion ports. He purchased it so he could do medical dictation for his patient visits, so 3 weeks later he came back and purchased a $300 sound card because the built-in sound card was crap. Critical to the story are another customer, a Colorado 250 tape backup, and our policy of always powering up and testing a machine in the presence of the customer before taking it into the repair queue. We'd make any notes and then customer would sign off on those notes. No signature, no repairs. This customer was a pain in the butt. Every 3 to 4 weeks they'd call or come in complaining about how slow it was, or how poorly the speech-to-text engine worked, etc., etc. Unfortunately, I was the new guy, so whenever he came in the store there would be a mad scramble to the back, and I'd find myself the only one at the tech bench. One quiet midweek afternoon, I suddenly realize I'm all alone, except for a browsing customer. With a sinking feeling I look across to the parking lot and, there it is. That car. And oh heck no, he's unloading his PC this time. Son of a motherless goat. In he comes, stomping his way back to the tech bench. I plastered on a fake smile, and this is what ensued. "Me, good afternoon. Dr. Butthead, that piece of crap software isn't working right again, and I need it fixed tonight. At this point, my cowardly coworkers trickle out of the back as they see I'm fully trapped and can't escape. Me, Dragon Dictate? Dr. B, I never should have bought anything from you people. This whole thing has been a pile of crap. I want it fixed. Me, well, let's hook it up and you can show me what it's doing. Dr. B, I don't have time for that, I'm just dropping it off and I need it fixed by Friday. Me, well, we have to hook it up and boot into Windows before we can take it in for service. Dr. B, it boots up just fine. I don't have time, I have an appointment. Me, well, I'm sorry, but to protect our customers, our policy is that we can't take it in for service without you signing off on the condition when you dropped it off. Dr. B, look, I don't have to sign anything. I bought it here and you guys warranty it, so you have to fix it. This is bull. I know my rights. Me, almost done hooking it up. Well, I'm almost ready to turn it on, so just give me another minute, and we'll print out the intake form, and you can be on your way. Tell me exactly what it's been doing? Dr. B, well, when I try to record any patient notes, it just says unable to save patient data. Me, can you load other patient files? Dr. B, no, like I said, it isn't working, and you need to fix it. Again. Me, about to hit the power button. Well, have you been backing up your files? Dr. B, yes, of course I have. Do you think I'm stupid? Me, no sir, I was just asking in case we have to restore any data. Kapow. And then fire shoot out. As in 6 to 8 inches of bluish mixed with ugly orange flames shot out of the power supply fan intake for about 2 seconds, then it belched a cloud of foul, fried electronic smell, black greasy smoke, and fell silent. Dr. B, screaming, what the F asterisk 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 did you do? I don't have any backups, you jackass. Eventually, when the dust and smoke cleared, and after several calls with the owner, he decided not to sue. I think the deciding factor was that the other customer in the store had heard him both say he had been doing his backups, and then post-boom loudly declare he didn't have any backups. Perhaps I'll tell about the mummified mouse another time, or the house filled with reptiles and a carpet soaked with cat pee. The I in Voip stands for Internet. Happened to me today. In 2021. I work for a Voip telecom company in a Tier 3 group whose primary customers are small and medium-sized businesses. We work tickets that should have been vetted and troubleshooting has already been performed. We do not take inbound calls from customers unless we reach out to them on an active ticket and gave our direct callback number. Around 3:30 p.m. today, my phone started ringing. It's common to get spam calls and I hadn't left any messages, so I ignored it. Then the number called again. And a third time. By the fourth call, I finally picked up. Me, thank you for calling Voip. This is Nikago, how can I help you? Caller, hi Nikago. I'm with Random Customer Company, and we are hard down. My boss told me to call you because if anyone could get us working, it's you, Nikago. Me, super confused, that's not how this normally works. Do you have a ticket or case number for reference? Caller, no we don't, but here's our account number. While she's on the phone searching my systems trying to figure out who they are, and how they got my direct unpublished number. I find nothing but figure I must have worked on a previous issue, and they saved my number. Me, okay, so my group doesn't take direct customer calls for issues. You'll need to create a case at our website voipcom.com, and one of our agents will open a ticket with my group if they are unable to get you working. Caller, no I can't do that. I have no access. Me, well there's a chatbot to assist you as well. Caller, no, I can't get to the website at all. Me, wait, you have no access at all? You can't get to any website? voipcom.com? Google? Facebook? Caller, nope, it's all down. Me, okay, now this is starting to make sense. Your phone service with us requires internet access. If your internet is down, then it makes sense your phones are hard down. This is either your network equipment or it's your ISP. You'll probably need to reach out to your ISP. Until then, your phones aren't going to work. Caller, slightly disappointed I can't fix it. Oh, okay. Thank you. After she hung up, I sat at my desk for a few minutes just flabbergasted. Yes, your Voip phone service does require internet to work. Woes in the woods. I saw /u/Publius Valerie _us tale about crystal power, and it reminded me of this tale early in my career where the customer's situation was much more memorable than the problem itself. To set the stage, this was early in my career. I had either just graduated or was about to graduate with my information systems degree from a college in the southern United States Bible Belt. I had only lived in the South for about 2 years, having previously grown up in California. So I spoke too fast for the people out there, and generally was a square peg in the round hole of most social interactions. I worked for a local computer company, doing computer repair and troubleshooting, including on-site visits. I had a cell phone back in those days, but it was still a novelty. If I needed directions for somewhere, I checked the map in my car, or printed out directions from MapQuest that had a varying degree of accuracy. We were based in a small city in the South, which meant our calls had a lot of variability between regular suburbs, small businesses, rural hospitals, and guys out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The subject today is one of the latter. I drove for what seemed like forever down dirt roads in the woods. We're talking super tall trees, windy roads with nebulous directions, nothing to see but woods in any direction. I finally pull up to this house, an expensive-looking mini mansion in the middle of this wilderness. Believe it or not, this wasn't uncommon. This was the South, so someone fairly well off could buy up a large amount of land, and then build their dream home on it. My uncle did something similar on 40 acres with his telephone company's salary, built a nice 2-story house. This guy's place made my uncle's house feel like a 2-bedroom suburb rental. Tall, large, multiple rooms, and at least 2 stories. Early 20-something me was intimidated as I pulled up and entered the house. Dollar customer, you here to fix my son's computer? Dollar me, absolutely. Where's it at? Dollar customer, follow me. He leads me up the stairs and into a darkened room. He bellows at his son, only a few years younger than me at most, to get out of bed. Dollar customer, the computer guy is here to fix your computer. Get up. The poor son hops out of bed, pulls on some pants and a shirt. I say nothing, I can feel the embarrassment in the air, and I want to do nothing more but to fix this and get out of this situation. They described the problem to me, and as with so many problems of the day, it was a malware infection caused by unwise use of LimeWire. Google it, kids. I set about removing any malicious software and removing the file sharing software. As I work, I hear rusting from the bed. Dollar son is standing nearby. Dollar customer has left the room. I turn to glance at the source of the noise. Dollar girlfriend is still in bed, holding up a sheet to protect her modesty. Dollar girlfriend, is this going to take long? Dollar son grimaces and looks even more embarrassed. This was too much for poor socially awkward younger me, and I worked as expeditiously as I could to nope the heck out of there as quickly as possible. Dollar son asked me a few questions and tried to be generally as sociable as you could be when his girlfriend was presumably less than dressed. Why she didn't ask me to leave the room for a moment so she could change, I couldn't tell you. I think I was too startled to suggest it myself, plus the customer was in a sour mood and had expressed a desire for expedience. Add that together with my relative inexperience, and I just soldiered on. The best part, as I recall, was when I was done, dollar customer came back in the room as I explained what caused the issues, what I did to fix them, and how to avoid them in the future. Dollar son looked properly chagrined the entire time, while his dollar girlfriend was nonplussed in the bed while we had the discussion.